It's a real thrill, he said, driving a car like this. It's my task to adapt myself to the car, not to have the car adapted to fit me. The car can develop incredible speed, so I have to be prepared to slow down in time. The technical possibilities offered by the factory are absolutely critical in the development, because it's only by using all these facilities that we can develop tomorrow's production cars, especially where economy and safety are concerned. It's very hard to explain to a layman just what you feel when you're in control of a car like this. It's like the teetotaler who will never be able to understand what a glorious feeling it can be to get just a little bit drunk. He'll never be able to understand because he's never experienced it. He's more likely to frown upon somebody who's slightly under the influence. I can't tell you how fabulous it is to feel the kick that you get from driving a car like this. Most people would probably say that I'm just a maniac. Let's take acceleration as an example. To reach third gear, that's starting in first, through second to third, takes just 2 seconds in this car. In that short time, I can't afford to check the rev counter. I have to feel what the car's doing. The moment the needle moves towards 8,000 revs, it's too late. It'll already be well past by the time you notice. To increase the speed by just 400 revs, I only have to move the throttle 5 millimeters, for instance. So when I come out of a bend and the car leaps from 80 to 100 miles an hour in just a fraction of a second, you can only really compare it to a small explosion. It's like being in a rocket.
In einem Bruchteil einer Sekunde. Also es ist wie eine Explosion, so wie eine Raketen wahrscheinlich startet. So muss man sich das vorstellen. Es hat nichts mit normaler Beschleunigung zu tun.
It's really got nothing at all to do with ordinary acceleration. Everything happens so fast. Changing gear, acceleration, braking, it's like a madhouse.
Und dann bei großen Geschwindigkeiten.
And then there's the high speed as well. That's a really major factor in driving the car. The car reaches top speed in 6th gear. When I'm doing 180 and I push the throttle to go up to 200, then it's just like going from 30 to 40 in an ordinary car. You're pushed right back in the seat. It's really difficult to control, like a herd of wild horses or something. But it's an unbelievable feeling.
So ein Ritter auf einem Feuerball, so kommt man das vor. Das sind schon Gefühle, da wo du sagst.
The basic problem, Walter Röhrl explains, was just not being able to think fast enough for the car. Drivers had to sit down and prepare themselves beforehand, thinking themselves through the car. If they waited for things to happen, they were immediately lost with these cars. Preparation, intuition and experience played a major part. In the old days, you could really feel the car breaking away. If you waited for that in a Group B car, you're already too late to catch it. You'd be off the road before you knew it. You had to act before you felt anything, because if you didn't, it might be the last time you felt anything at all. Compare it with skiing. What the average skier wants is a moderate slope and good snow. Then he can do all his big sweeping turns undisturbed by anyone, and he runs no risk at all. That's like rallying before the Group B cars. An expert skier, on the other hand, wants a severe slope with patches of ice and other obstacles, a real challenge. To him, that's what skiing's all about. In the old days, rallying was nice enough, but it was nothing like driving the Group B cars. With them, you were always under enormous pressure. You really had to fight the car. Driving was so much more exciting, but at the end of an event, when I used to look back at all the dangers, I'd often think I must be stark raving mad. But despite all that, driving those cars was fantastic, and I wouldn't have missed it for the world.